So what's your excuse for why this person picked
There
this?
is no excuse. What was the name that you gave him?
I told him Marquise. That's not even close to Marquise.
No, sir.
Nobody can answer my question?
I'm sorry, sir. What was your question?
I said, is the guy who wrote monkeys on my receipt, is he available? I want to talk to him.
No, sir. I can't have you speak to him.
And I actually encountered people who were racist, and I didn't take it personal. I just went straight through, do my job, what I was supposed to do, because they're not paying me to be an activist. They're paying me to do a job. Because you're working for a company, do you have actually expectations about racism? And they go through trainings. I bet you 100% Chick-fil-A send their employees to have an ethical training, something like that. So the toxic compassion society that we live in, where we call bad what is good and good what is wrong. That's essentially our 2024. "2024 is one of those years that we are going to remember forever. Personally, I'm going to remember because we're going through election year in the United States. Worldwide, the war is actually going on. A lot of protest here and there. Things that have been happening, culture, you name it. People have been exposed in the Christian world, and then, in the world, in Hollywood, all this stuff. 2024 is not over yet. And we keep on going with this because a local Maryland man accuses his local Chick-fil-A of racism after receiving a drive-through order with his name Monkey or Monkeys. Mr. Vanzago says the order, he ordered food through La Plata Chick-fil-A drive-through again, but the order was called out under the name Monkeys instead of his name Marquise. Can you see the mistake? Can you correlate what's happening? Because this is actually crazy. So Vanzago, or Mr. Marquise, spoke with the manager, and he apologized, or she apologized, and offered a refund for the mistake. And she did all she could to stop this frenzy because this man had a purpose. And you guys gonna see it right now, which is crazy. All right, I'm gonna show you this video. Please have some common sense. I'm not trying to blast nobody. I'm not trying to put anybody on just saying or shame anybody. That's what I meant to say. I'm not trying to shame on anybody. It's just simply showing you that sometimes we take things out of context. And listen, the guy who wrote the name is just a 17-year-old. It's under 18, I think. This is his first job. And I actually worked in a coffee shop where I used to write the names of people, and many times I got it wrong, and I have to ask multiple times, how do you spell your name? Now, just because probably the kid is just brand new, I'm not making excuses for anybody. I'm just saying that you have to have some common sense, which a lot of people don't have. But anyway, let's just watch this video. This is what happened.
I'm putting this on video, not you, but I'm putting this on video. But where's the manager?
Okay, you can see her face right on the mirror right there. I was like, that's messed up.
I'm the manager. I'm sorry, I don't want to be weird. I was just stepping out.
Okay, so
can I have you pull up, sir? I'm gonna talk to you up here.
all right. The Chick-fil-A and the plate.
You can see they put the name as Monkeys.
All right, so what's your excuse for why this person picked
There
this?
is no excuse. What was the name that you gave him?
I told him Marquise. That's not even close to Marquise.
No, sir. It's not. And I'm gonna go ahead and have a talk with him right now.
I'm going to write a letter to corporate about this. This is very offending.
And I agree. And I'm so sorry that you even had to go through this.
I mean, okay, I'll be honest with you. When I order something, I never looked at my name. I just give me the bag, open the bag, and make sure I have all my food. That's all I do. Now, I think this is for picky people, and I can see I'm going to show you, he's a carpenter. Now, I think he moved up. He works in cybersecurity, something like that. Hey, listen, bad time for you to be on cybersecurity, because now they're going to be watching on this guy. He's making a lot of enemies. And I'm going to show you why. Now that I want to shame on this guy, now that I want to put him on a blast, because the way this is taking over, and this is going viral. Like, I'll be honest with you, this is going viral in a wrong way, in the wrong way, in a lot of ways, but in the wrong way mostly.
So what I'm gonna go ahead and put in a refund for you for the inconvenience. I'm gonna go ahead and have a talk with
Man, you got your refund. Come on.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Let me go handle this one. You pay with the card, correct?
Well, okay. Just watch this. Let's go to the next video.
I'm about to go inside. This Chick-fil-A down here in La Plata.
Now he's gonna go inside. He's gonna go inside the Chick-fil-A, and he's gonna try to confront the kid. It's not a man, and I actually give kudos to the manager, because honestly, let me just put it this way, you're gonna see the manager how she is. Now this manager is she's black, just like this man, and there's nothing that I don't think there was a malicious way for the employee who was Caucasian, who was trying to make issues with, or having issues with this guy. Honestly, it just went the wrong way.
To this guy who was at the drive-thru. How you doing? Is the guy who was at the drive-thru who wrote monkeys on my receipt, is he available?
His name is Zach. Oh man, like that's a bad thing just to say his name. Like, man, everybody's busy though.
Nobody can answer my question?
I'm sorry, sir. What was your question?
I asked them, they ignored me. I said, is the guy who wrote monkeys on my receipt, is he available? I want to talk to him.
No, sir. I can't have you speak to him right
Good. Good. We'll try to make it, like, what are you going to say? Are you going to confront a kid? He didn't mean it, man. He didn't mean it.
Still here?
And I'm like I say, I'm all pro for protecting and not actually, how do I say this? Reacting to the wrong crowd and put them in their place. It's okay, and it's you protecting yourself. You're making sure they know you are here to make things equal. Let me just be honest and put it that way. We are human beings. It doesn't matter your color. It doesn't matter your skin color. It doesn't matter if you have toothless. It doesn't matter. You deserve respect. Everybody, to me, deserve respect. Now, in my case, I worked outside. I worked in the field, and I actually encountered people who were racist, and I didn't take it personal. I just went straight through, do my job, what I was supposed to do, because they're not paying me to be an activist. They're paying me to do a job. And the job was to get their television going, get their internet going, and that was the job performed. Not to be an activist. Now, if I keep on having the same behavior throughout the whole time I was there, then I would have a talk, and I would have put my manager in that position. Now, this man right here, he wants the attention, and you can see he's a little bit flashy by the way he has his. Well, I'm going to show you this, but let's just finish this video and then we'll go from there.
Okay. I'm going to make sure that this video goes viral.
Of course, you want the attention. That's all we want. Okay, so after this guy is like, hey, bunch of people are calling me, I believe are, African-American people calling him just to shame on this guy. And just listen to what they say.
You gotta be kidding me, getting it off his monkeys. Obviously the guy heard you wrong. What are you doing, girl? You're a national disgrace, man. Are you that dumb? You can't be that much of a dumb fucking idiot.
Sorry for the bad words.
You really, that's right. It's not like your name is Larry and you wrote Monkey, Marquise Monkey. You don't. What's that, bro? You don't know that, bro? You know how dumb you're making you people look? You know how dumb you look? You know you look like you do. You know what? You really do.
And then actually, I was looking to what's going on, and I actually saw this guys, the Cartier family, and they saw the video, and this is their reaction. Just watch this.
I'm putting this on video. Where's the manager?
I'm the manager. I'm sorry, I don't want to be the leader. That was just something out there.
Okay. So,
Can I have you pull up, sir? I'm gonna talk to you up here.
all right.
I would have laughed at that.
He said, I would have laughed.
I'm wasting an hour out of my day.
On the plate.
Monkeys.
All right. So, what's your excuse for why this person?
There is no excuse. What was the name that you gave him?
I told him Marquise. That's not even close to Marquise.
I'm gonna go ahead and have a talk with him.
To me, the way he kind of just said that, it sounded like monkeys.
Hey, the dude can't spell, bro. Hey.
That's clear. The guy doesn't know how to spell. And like, there's a lot of
When
ways
I
to
could
this.
spell my name, when I was at Arby's, I used to just type anything.
He said monkeys.
I had actually this lady used to actually get her coffee, and I think it was the first time me taking her order because I used to work in Starbucks. So when I was in the cashier, I was taking orders and I was writing names and stuff like that. Her name was Deborah, but it was like Deborah, like Debra, something like that. So I misspelled it. When she got her drink, she went to me and she's like, you misspelled my name. I was like, oh, I said, I'm so sorry. I should ask you to spell your name if there was actually a difference. But to me, I know a lot of Debras. So, believe me, I misspelled. I got it wrong, and I apologize multiple times. Now, I don't think because you're working for a company, do you have actually expectations about racism? And they go through trainings. I bet you 100% Chick-fil-A send their employees. Send them their employees to have an ethical training, something like that. So, in any company you go to, you're gonna go through an ethical training that you are going to sign. All right, and you're gonna make sure you're gonna follow those rules so no one can go to the spoon. Now, obviously, these guys, the Cartier family, these guys are just saying it was a mistake. It was totally a mistake. Now, this guy is taking it to the extreme because you want the attention. Or I should say, you want the attention.
Hey, yo. Hold on, run it back.
Mr. Marquise.
No, sir, it's not.
It's like you got so much time to fight with this guy, with this kid.
On the plate.
Honestly, I would never notice.
For why this person?
There is no excuse. What was the name that you gave him?
I told him Marquise. That's not even close to Marquise.
No, sir, it's not. And I'm gonna go ahead and have a talk with him right now.
I'm going to write a letter to corporate about this. This is
Come
real.
on, man.
I
You
know
really
you
want
did.
the
I'm so
attention.
sorry that you even had to go through this.
He's trying to rip it off. What did he go
I'm gonna go
through?
ahead and put in a refund for you for the inconvenience. I'm gonna go ahead and have a talk with them. I'm so sorry about this.
You get a free meal. Go home.
I'm sorry. Let me go handle this.
No.
You pay with the
That's
card,
enough
right?
for me. Shit. I want $1 million. The guy coming there with the name badge, monkey on every day for the free meal.
Hold on, bro.
Now you a black man with that. You play too much. Monkey, nigga. I need you play too much.
Yeah, he wanted to be a victim, bro. Cause
Yes.
his name started with M and his key.
Your kid work at Chick-fil-A. Monkeys.
Marquise.
It sounded close.
It
Through the
is.
thing, you can't really hear. You know,
The-
it's probably a kid. And
The worker do got some.
I thought he said monkeys.
The worker got some leverage. He got some leverage. I thought he said that. I thought he said
It
that.
sounded close.
Hey, I promise
No,
you,
it
I
did.
know.
It sounded
I know
really
about
good.
this
It
nigga that
sounds
can
really
spell. It was in there.
Bro, young people work at Chick-fil-A.
That's funny though, bro. No, Chick-fil-A.
Sorry about this.
Chick-fil-A never be worse.
Sorry. Let me go handle this.
They don't work on Sunday.
The card, correct?
I'm about to go inside.
He was trying to go
There's
viral.
Chick-fil-A down here in
Yeah.
Decatur.
Yeah. So you guys agree with me? He was trying to go viral. That's exactly what it is. People are going to try to go viral at any point. Now, what can we learn about this? Can we learn something about this? Like, can we just forgive what's happening? I think the main thing about this is the interpretation of people. Sometimes people, let me just put it this way, people don't wake up every single morning and thinking, who am I going to actually mess with? Who am I going to be racist with? So I'm not saying there's no people like that, but what I'm saying is like you can have trust, or you cannot trust anybody if you are interpreting the things the wrong way. Always. Just because somebody did something to you doesn't mean the next person or the next friend that you actually meet is going to be the same way. That is essential. Now, that's why you have to have a relationship. That's why you have to know people. That's why you have to have grace. Even Paul says in the Bible says that we have to have grace with people, because some people, in all true honesty, I know a lot of people like that and I love them, but they don't have a filter. That is for sure. They don't have a filter. So based on that, you have to have grace. We have to have grace. And if this continues, I would just go again and just say, hey, let me go through the drive-through again the next day, and let me see if this actually is going to happen again. If this happens again, then you can have a talk and say, hey, listen, this could actually, first of all, this man is like 51 years old. Someone has to be the mature person right here. And I think, again, this man just wants the attention. He just wants to be, he just wants to go viral. To be honest with you, I don't know what to say, man. It's just so it's sad. It's sad that people these days, but hey, what can you expect? It's 2024. Let's go for it. Let's be viral. Let's go viral. Again, the interpretation of things, the interpretation of what is happening in the world, the interpretation how people get to you, and obviously the manager decided not to terminate the employee. That is for sure, because for what I can see and what I was reading, the employee, first of all, he was under 18 years old, so they're not gonna get rid of him. It clearly was a mistake. And some people it doesn't matter what your color, your skin color, there's people gonna be Karens all the time, right? So you have to have grace. We have to have grace with people. Now, it goes to my next point. And this is the point that I want to make sure before I finish. The toxic compassion society that we live in, where we call bad what is good and good what is wrong. That's essentially our 2024. That is essentially our 2024. Spiritually, we had lost our identity in many, many ways. For example, what I mean with toxic compassion society is this. People take advantage of these issues like this with society, because that toxic compassion holds victimhood on a pedestal. I'd say it's ultimate ideal in making a lie to be truth. And I don't think this is actually something that is going to last. I don't think this is something that is going to hit all the time, because people are going to be exposed. If you are correct, I wouldn't be behind this guy all the way if he was not actually trying to be a celebrity or make it a big deal more than what it is. He already got the response. He already got a free meal. Listen, just let it go. Let it go. If someone is making fun of you, if someone is bullying you, forgive. Because when you forgive, I'm not saying you have to let it do and step on you all the time. What I'm saying is that if he's doing it the first time, just let it go. If it keeps on doing, if it keeps on happening, you have to go and talk to this person. I believe in the power of confrontation. I believe in the power of, listen, this is I'm standing in this. I'm standing in this and this. And in my life, I actually have done it multiple times. I had to go with bullies and confront him. After that, I promise you, they're not going to bother you. You have to confront them. You have to confront. Now, this goes what Jesus actually says. If someone comes, slaps you in the face, give him the other cheek. I believe he was saying the confrontation of words, the confrontation of saying, listen, I don't think this is right. I don't think this is okay. If you have been doing this with a lot of people, you're just going to close the doors in a lot of ways. Now, there's a biblical principle right here that I'm not going to make war. That's exactly what Jesus was saying. I'm not going to react the way this person wants me to react. Because if I react this way, I'm just literally continue with that cycle of violence. Yet, when I confront the violence with the truth, what are you going to say? What can you say about it? That is actually what I have for today, because listen, through the tons of comments of support this man or a lot of people can get, he had a lot of people hating on this guy, to be honest with you. He had a lot of people hating. And I'm not going to say people continue with the cycle of evil. People continue with the cycle of bullying. And I don't agree that we have to call this man. I don't agree that we have to tell him. I think at some point you have to confront the truth and say, hey, listen, this is not okay. What you did is not okay. Now, was the kid's intentions to write down monkeys? I don't think so. So just let it go. Let it go. But if you keep on going to the same place and they keep on doing the same thing and again, now it's a time to confront and say, hey, listen, I think you guys are making a mistake. Now, obviously, this guy needed the attention. He's got the attention. And unfortunately, we have to talk about this stuff because there's a lot of Karens out there. Let me just be honest with you. But I think when you confront these people with the truth and with grace, with love sometimes, even though you don't want it, let me just put it this way, nobody deserves grace. We don't deserve grace. We don't deserve love. Yet God actually shows us his love. Yet God has shown us his love through Jesus Christ in the cross. So if he does that, and if you believe in Jesus, and if you believe in Christ, and you're a Christian, you have to act. This goes for my Christian people. You have to act differently. You have to do things differently. Why? Because we are not like the world. We are not like them. We have to react in a different way. So if this is blessing you, please subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the like button, and help us out. Help us out. We are about to crack 800 subscribers, so definitely help us out. All right, peace out.